Well, friends of the 10,000 Call Project, good week. How are you guys? Hope all's going well. Um, yeah, busy week. The week began Thursday, the 18th. 50 outbound calls, 10 conversations, 3 appointments booked. Friday was my son's birthday. I don't know, seems like a good reason not to do much. I was just tired Friday, so I literally made one phone call. That was it. And I hung it up for the day, took the day off knowing that I had to make it up. So Monday, 45 calls, 10 conversations, 2 appointments. Tuesday, 60 calls, 10 appointments. No, excuse me, 10 conversations, 2 appointments booked, 1 appointment kept, 1 canceled, 1 application. Wednesday, 60 conversations, 10 or 60 calls. Gosh, I don't know why it's so hard. 60 calls made, 40 or 10 conversations, 5 appointments, and 1 appointment canceled, and 1 application. So total for the week, 215 phone calls, 40 conversations, 12 appointments booked, 1 appointment kept, 2 appointments canceled, and 2 applications for the week. So yeah, not a bad week. Good news is I made up 215. I've been trending a little light. So I really needed to put some extra numbers in there because I'm falling behind, and not like huge behind, but I am falling behind, and I want to hit 10,000. I just I don't know. It's personal. I don't know what the heck you call it, but I want to do it. I said I was going to do it, and I want to do it, and so I've got to increase. I know I mentioned this last week, but I'm going to say it again this week. One of the things that I found really most interesting is um, that I reached out to a market where I don't work and just asked about, I told people that I was going to come into town and wanted to see if they were open to meeting. And that has been incredibly interesting, um, and interesting positive in a positive manner. So I've had a lot of fun with that, calling people in other markets and saying that and just picking a day, and like I'm going to drive somewhere and I'm going to hang out in a coffee shop for the day, and I'll just be there. So I'm just letting people know I'll be in this market at this coffee shop. I'd love to have a conversation with you if you're interested in exploring EXP with me. And the number of appointments that I've booked in that is absolutely absurd. I've got 3 days booked right now in other markets. I have a total of 15 appointments booked on those 3 days. So we're saying averaging roughly 5. But one day I've got 3, one day I have 7, and another day I have 5. So when we go back here and we look at the appointments kept, this last week, I had one was the number that I reported was 1 appointment kept for a whole week. And we're talking about 10 in 2 days. So even if half of those people didn't show up, even if it ended up being 5, you can see how really productive that week is going to be in terms of now calls will be down because I'll be in appointments. So that's going to make it harder on my calls. So there are trade-offs. That's going to make getting my 10,000 calls in for the year just that much more difficult. But that's always the case. Ultimately, it's going to be more important that I have face-to-face appointments with people than it is that I make 10,000 phone calls, because those appointments are opportunities for people to explore EXP Realty with me and potentially come on board or decide it's not a fit for them. Either way. But I just thought I'd share that with you guys, because that to me is pretty crazy that I could book that many appointments in other markets. And I'm doing this in several different markets. Basically just my wife and I are deciding we're going to take Sunday afternoons and enjoy a different area potentially, spend the night, and then go to the coffee shop on Monday, work all day in a coffee shop, and then head out from there and head home. And so that's kind of the plan. There'll be some of these markets that maybe aren't that far, and I can just drive up Monday morning early and spend the day there. But I'm going to do a bunch of this because I really, really, really think it is valuable. At any event, that's me. That's it for the week. Hope you guys all had a great week. Hope your agent attraction and growth is going well. Next week will be the end of June, so we'll have a number. Hopefully that number is greater than May's. June is my birthday month, so I'd like to think that part of my birthday present will be a really strong number. So we'll see how we close out for the month and where we are. But I'll share that next week. And that's it. Have a great day. Appreciate you coming along. Subscribe to the channel. Follow, share, comment, etc. But subscribe. What the heck? Thanks. Take care.